Hello there guys, it's CoolFox over here, and today I'm bringing you an unboxing and review of the W10 Smart Wristband. Starting off with the unboxing, on the front here you can see that they did put a barcode there, but obviously this will depend on from where you buy it. Then there is a picture of the smart band itself, and there is obviously the model number as well as a few features such as the heart rate and the blood pressure sensor. On the sides there is nothing written, and then on the back you have the full specifications listed. So here you've got a blood pressure sensor, a heart rate sensor, a calories burned meter which is detected according to the amount of steps you take, which obviously there is also a step meter for that. Then there are also some reminders, and you can also call from this and also monitor your sleep patterns. Now the monitoring obviously works depending on how much you move during your sleep, your heart rate, and a lot of other little stuff like that. So you should keep it in mind that sometimes it won't be super accurate, as it is only detecting it through how much you move. Apart from that, you have the other specifications listed down here. So for example, you have the frequency bands that this works on, the minimum temperatures that it can withstand, the Bluetooth version which is 4.0, the battery capacity which is of 120 mAh, which should be enough for a smart band of this size. So opening up the box, inside you will find the smartwatch itself in the middle, the bands here on the side, and underneath this box you will find the user guide. Now this user guide, as you can see, is in full color, which is very nice to see, and it will have all of the necessary instructions to start off your device, and as you can see it is also written in different languages. So now going on to the main product, first of all you will find the smart band itself, as I said before, and you can remove the protective film, and we will take a look at this later. Then you will find the wristband itself, so obviously these connect to the little smartwatch itself, and you also find a very small screen protector here which isn't really needed but will obviously protect it from scratches if it is installed. As you can see on the front, this is most probably plastic and not glass, since this is actually a pretty cheap device. You can see the touch capacitive button here on the bottom, and obviously it is the only part that you can work with to navigate through the watch itself. And on the back you will find the heart rate sensor as well as the blood pressure sensor, and you will also find the charging point, which is a USB connection. So you can put this inside your laptop, inside your PC, or even inside a wall outlet if you really want to. So to turn it on, all you need to do is hold down the touch capacitive button. You will feel it vibrating and then it will turn on. So as you can see, the watch face on the front, you have the battery indicator on the top right, then you have the time as well as the date and the day that you are on. Going on to the next menu, you will find the sports menu, then you will find the pedometer, then you will find the blood pressure sensor, which starts off immediately, the heart rate sensor, then there's also the sleep monitoring page, which, as I said before, detects it depending on how much you move and on your heart rate, and then you will find the turn off button. So if you long press on any of the menus, you will get different things that come up. So here in fact you get the version of the smart band itself. On the sports menu, if you long press, you will get into the sports layout. So as you can see, this will detect your steps, your calories burned, your heart rate, as well as the distance traveled. Now as you can see right here, it is already giving me a heart rate which isn't really that good, but we will talk about that later on. So to pause it, all you need to do is go on the pause and long press. As you can see, it will vibrate and then it will stop. Then to continue you need to just hold it again, and to exit it is the same thing, just by long pressing. Then you have the pedometer here, so all there is the distance traveled and the calories burned. Then you have the blood pressure sensor. As I said, these sensors will light up on the back. Same thing with the heart rate sensor, and then that is all that there is. So as you can see, once you put on the straps, obviously you do this just by sliding them off, and you need to be a bit forceful, so do not worry about it breaking. So the strap in fact is very comfortable, and as you can see it does have a one notch style, and the notches are pretty big, so it will hold in place without any problems. Also, it is best to put this as snugly as possible for the heart rate to work well, and also for the blood pressure to work well. And now going into the heart rate sensor and waiting for it to give out a reading. As you can see, it is giving out a reading of 58 beats per minute. Now I am not sure how accurate this is. Obviously this is showing through a very small sensor on the back of this watch, but to know for sure that it works, I will test it out just without my hands to see what happens. So in fact, as you can see, leaving it without my hand and on the heart rate sensor, the display shuts off automatically since it did not even detect a heart rate. So testing that out again, but on my hand this time. And yes, as seen right here, it is actually working, so this is not a fake sensor, as you can easily tell, because it is working on my hand, but not working when it does not detect any heart rate. So the blood pressure sensor is a lot trickier to calculate. Obviously this is a small sensor, as I said before, so this won't be as accurate as the heart rate sensor. So in fact, as you can see, it is not even giving me a blood pressure rating. Now this might be due to it not even being closed, so we will try that just now. So here in fact, as you can see, since I did put on the band itself, it is giving me a reading. Now obviously this might not be super accurate and it might vary a lot by using the actual device that is used. So I would not really rely on this for the blood pressure sensor, I would only rely on it for the heart rate sensor. The application that goes with the smartwatch is called H-Band, and going into the Play Store you will find it immediately. It does not have the best reviews, as you can see right here, coming in at 3.1 stars, but nonetheless it will work just fine with the watch itself. So here it requires you to make an account, and obviously if you already have one from a previous smartwatch, you can use the same one. If you do not want to make an account, you can also press on no account login. But keep in mind that if you change your phone, the statistics will not be saved. Here it tells you to choose your skin color, just so it gets the best recordings from the sensors. You can also input the date of your birth. And here you also need to put in your weight and also your height. Here you also have some other goals, such as how much you sleep and also the steps. So you can obviously change these. And here you just need to click on allow, and then just connect to the smart band itself. So for this to work, you will need to turn on the Bluetooth, as you can see, and you will find it right in here. Now obviously this is my other watch V11, so I will not connect with that. But here, as you can see, W10 has just came up. So pressing on that, it will connect automatically. There is also a little prompt there that tells you that there will be no syncing with the cloud, obviously considering that I did not put in an account. So here you can see all the statistics that the smartwatch can monitor. So for example, you can check the steps, the sleep, the heart rate, the blood pressure, and these can all be set to make a routine check automatically. So if you want your heart rate to be checked every hour, you can set that through the application itself, through the settings. Now from here you can see also the battery, you can also see the sport goal, the sleep goal, and obviously some other settings such as the units you want, if you want them as metric or imperial. You can also change the theme of the app, and all that does is change the color scheme, so that is not really that important. And then if you go into my device, if you want to know about these in more detail, I will leave a link to this watch review, since it uses the same application and it is really not necessary to go through them all, as if you get the smartwatch you will easily get the hang of this application itself. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more content. This was CoolFox and I'm out. Peace.